hydrate me.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm starting off already with the bullying, I see. Welcome, my dear Sigil. What? You guys are not even gonna let me talk already? Well, at least you guys are gonna keep it like all that. But still, welcome, my dearest angels, to another Skyforge stream. Before I start, I probably should say, why do I look different? Please. This is not a day to be bullied. This is supposed to be a day to celebrate. This is supposed to be a day to celebrate. First and foremost, you might be thinking, why do I have something in my face? And I just noticed that whenever I move, sometimes it clips a little bit. So I might have to shift that a little. I can just do that right now. So I'm not gonna be able to see it, but let me try. That way it's gonna be a little bit more to the front. Does it still clip? I did see you clip for a second there, buddy, so I will assume you're still clipping. No, it doesn't seem to clip anymore. Alright. So, I probably should say, is that a house like creepy? No, it's not ice cream either. It's not that. Today, it's St. John in my country. And basically, what I have in my face is basil. And you might be thinking, basil? Basically, in my country, whenever St. John's Day comes around, the plant that represents that day is the basil. And you might think it's a little bit weird, but it does have this kind of shape. It just shows up in like a clay jar and has like that little spherical like shape. It's just basically like basil. And there's also a lot of sardines being eaten this day. Basil. I'm not saying Brazil. Basil, like the little plant thing. And I'm not sure if you are able to see it, but yeah. Basically, there's also this whole thing around St. John's that people eat a lot of sardines during that day. I also ate a few. Actually, I just ate two, honestly. I ate basil raw. It's tasty. No, weird. Jane John gave you the hickey. No! Don't get it all wrong. I'm still clipping a little bit. I think it could be my cheeks. But as you can see, if you send the hydrate redeem, instead of being a water bottle now, it will be a fish. It will be just for today because I just wanted to. I was trying to look around for a sardine, but instead I just found a trout. But I guess it almost goes around the same way. Jesus, call me weird or rude. A little bit. I mean, I do have some of my weird ways as well, so I mean, being weird is not too bad. So we all are weird here. We all are unique down here. Thank you, Gogeta. This is just basil on my face. Don't you think too much about it. And also a few other things I also want to mention, but one of the other things I also have to mention is also I need to hop onto the next scene to be able to show you guys. But still, talking about the St. John's Day, to be able to explain a little bit why this one is a little bit more special. So it's a day where we can slap Mercy with a fish? No, that's not that. Basically, St. John's is like a celebration thing. We have about like 3 saints in June. We have St. Anthony, we have St. Peter, and we have St. John. St. John is the last of the saints. I believe it is the last of the saints. And basically, when that day arrives, which is usually today, we eat sardines, we release hot air balloons, we also throw fireworks, and we also pick up one of those like little toy squeaky hammers. We also hit people with those squeaky hammers as well, and we also have like those basil plants in our houses. How's your night going? So far, it's been lovely. There's a lot of fireworks happening outside my bedroom, so if there's like a loud bang happening right now, if you guys hear it, it could be just a firework. the fish see air because we can see water but not air. So fish can see water but they shouldn't be able to see air then. You should probably ask a fish that. I'm not a fish, so please imagine what kind of holiday that would be. Everyone signs and circles slaps each other with fish. I think there's like a whole joke with people slapping each other with tortillas, I believe. Tortillas, or was it like something else entirely? But yeah, we do these kind of things in St. John's. We don't do those things on the other saints for some reason, but it's a little bit more special. And sorry, I was also supposed to be saying something else as well. I don't know much of a story behind this traditional day, but honestly, a lot of people just love it. I mean, it was incredibly chaotic today on the supermarkets because everyone was just buying sardines at the last minute. Luckily, my parents were able to buy sardines like days before, so there was much issues for that. And also another thing, this is a little bit more on a personal side, but do you remember that I talked about my my cousin that was pregnant like months ago, and basically she had a baby, and I said I was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna be the auntie, but apparently I was the like a second degree cousin. Well, today she wanted to talk to me. I came to her, and yeah, I don't think you were here when that happened, but well, basically she wanted to talk to me. I came to her, and she told me that she was asking me to be her godmother, or be the baby's godmother. And I was both excited and scared because I've never been a godmother, like an actual godmother, and I know that godmother doesn't involve just like trying to be more connected to the kid, but you also have to pay for many things. You also have to be there for the kid more whenever there's a necessity. And even though I can be incredibly kind to kids, and obviously a lot of people in my family see the kindness that I have, they don't see that I don't have a lot of temperament. So yeah, babies are scary. So wait, if you are a godmother now, where are your wings and magic wand? Oh, one day, I'll ask it from the skies. If I can have a magic wand just to ease my patience, it would have been awesome. Because the baby is... It looks like a doll almost. I don't know if all the babies that age that they are now, I'm not gonna say the age, look like dolls. That one looks almost like a doll. And it's honestly a little bit worrying because I just treat her like it's almost about to break at any moment. Almost treat her like a porcelain doll. While the other people in my family just keep on like trying to take care of her like it's an actual doll, and just like being all like cuddly and stuff like that. I'm trying to be so goddamn careful. I feel so bad. So that Mercy's mom's god grandma? Now that I think about it, maybe? Maybe. Because, yeah, I think, yeah, maybe. I mean, at least the baby doesn't look like a potato. I mean, it was when he was born. I mean, all the babies when they are born look like potatoes. That's an undeniable truth, honestly. But the thing is, when she started to like develop a little bit, she now looks like a doll. And it's a little bit scary for me because I hold her and I'm just like almost shaking, almost like remaining still like a statue to not do anything. And the baby just like stares at me like, are you gonna do something? And I'm like, I'm scared. I was able to hold on to her once, and I immediately start to like have like those motherly nature kicking in at me. The thing is, trying to take care of a baby that age, I never had to do that though. I never had to do that, so if they have to like request to take care of that baby for 1 day or 2 days, I might have to panic. So if it comes to maybe close to a day of a stream and I just suddenly say like, oh, I might not be able to stream, understand that probably I'm just having like huge panic attacks over having to take care of a baby. Did you drop a baby once? Yes, I actually did. It's been years ago, but yes, I did drop a baby once. Do you want to hear why? Yes, I did drop a baby once. And it was, I was like, what? What? How old was I? 10? I was probably 10. Yeah, I was probably like either younger than 10 something. I was probably younger than you, Sans. And me and another kid, we thought that the baby was a doll. And we just started to throw the baby to one another. And then the baby just fell down and hit the head on the floor. And we started hurting, crying, and we started to like be confused. And when my nanny, I was like always staying at my nanny there. And she started like berating at her, saying like, "What did you did?" And it was like, "We were just throwing the doll to each other. Like that was not a doll, that was a baby." I was like, I think that day I just started taking care. I was always starting to like relate to babies like something incredibly fragile. So I don't think I ever trust myself around babies anymore. I think because of that one day. Yeah, it wasn't a good day. I remember that vividly though. It's scary. It's incredibly scary. But please do not do very bad decisions. Mercy's brains at the age of 10 is not fully developed, so she plays soccer with a real baby hip. It wasn't even soccer. It was basketball, which was even worse. Do you think that was my darkest past? We have not seen all of it. But yeah, that was incredibly grim of me. The thing is, I don't think I realized. I was not doing that on like thinking I was trying to harm the baby. I just didn't realize the baby was not a doll. Yeah. I just didn't realize that the baby was not a doll. I just couldn't really fathom that. So yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. We're getting a little bit out of the topic. I'm not a villain. I can be... I mean, my dad does tell me I always belong in a horror movie, but I'm not a villain at the very least. Because my dad says I'm always dramatic, so whenever I'm just a tiny bit dramatic, he'll say, "Oh my god, you belong to a horror movie." He does say that. Because I am that dramatic. Oh yeah, did I drink? I don't think I drank. Let me drink a little. I didn't fill my water bottle up, but it's still kind of heavy, so it should be fine. I mean, my dad is also kind of a jokester, so I don't really mind. Versus going to unalive me in Minecraft. Why would I do that? If I were to be in Minecraft, I would probably be spending my time just building houses. That's me. I'm just the one that just builds houses. Not even good looking ones. I just love building houses, honestly. I already did that in Call the Lamb. I didn't kill you! First of all, I resurrected you anyway. But I didn't really kill you. H killed you. I think H killed you. So no, I didn't kill you. Nor do I plan to. You were just the unlucky one to be resurrected as a zombie, but at least you got cured. Funny enough, the percentage of becoming a zombie might be incredibly low if that's the case, if you were the only one. But anyway, I'm already kind of like getting a little bit out of the time here. No, Sans? I'm not sure if that's gonna help. The game was literally yesterday. Even though maybe since my Twitch is still connected to the game, it might. I'm not sure. I would rather not risk it because you're always complaining about how many Argents you don't have, or have for that matter. But anyway, there's still one more thing I want to show you guys, but we need to skip on to the next scene for that. And I know that you might be thinking, why can I show you now? But the thing is a little big. So let's always mess upon right up the Skyforge. Even though it's not gonna be entire and not gonna be straight up for that. Okay, so I'll take the hit for Sans Argents. You adorable one. Okay, first and foremost, let me just like do a little bit jump on the game here because that way I don't get DC. There we go. Just making sure my stats are all good. I also forgot about my phone again. Muting. No, not this. Go for this. And this, let me pick you. Oh, oh. Thank you. I'll respect you for the next 5 minutes. You could respect her for a little bit more now, could you? It isn't really. It doesn't really hurt to be more respectful. Come on. That. Mm-hmm. There we go. The chat is ready on my phone. I think so. Eh. 5 minutes and oh my god, you guys are being complicated. I still have like 3 King Argents. I mean, you've really been saving. All right, so hopefully there's not going to be any drop frames because of people just throwing fireworks like crazy. Blah 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 outside. So I'm gonna show you guys something, and think of what I am trying to show you what it's gonna be about. And 3, 2, what? 3, 2, what? What do you think this is? I'm just gonna let you guys talk. That is the commissioned art. That is the art that I commissioned. Exactly. That is the art commission. Will you believe that the lady that started this commission, that received my commission, started that made the work in progress literally 2 days ago and finished in 2 fucking days. She finished this in 2 days. She started the work in 2 days and finished it like hours ago. She really told me like, "Oh, it's ready right now." I was like, "Hmm." Mercy's just making it a stream background before it starts. I didn't think it like that. I thought it more like a schedule, like easy for like schedules and stuff like that. Because I did think of like using something like, oh, see, use it on the, you see it like the right side, and put like something like saying, oh, the schedule is gonna be like Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Because a lot of VTubers use an image, and then usually on either the left side or the right side, use like some sort of like a pattern, and use like the days where they stream on the days they're offline. Biblically accurate plant mercy. Misdetected. Yes, I tapped. But doesn't it look beautiful? Doesn't it look all cute? Also, I am gonna feel stupid because I remember partially the name of whoever did this, but it was done really beautifully. It was made by Rindes. It was on. It was requested on VGen, and it was made by Rindes. Hopefully the name shouldn't really be too hard. But I will eventually put this on the art section of Discord, and also credit the person and also put the link to their VGen. So hopefully you guys will be able to see most of the artworks, and hopefully mine should be the very first that you see on the portfolio, that is. But isn't it beautiful? Ain't it beautiful? I'm so proud. And also, the artist also said that I was incredibly respectful, very detailed on my description, and also incredibly patient. Hey, I don't know. I just feel really happy. I don't know. I just feel incredibly happy. And wait, Mercy, is this guy's really holding a star? A star has a diameter of 1.1 million. Mercy is big. I am. I'm a god. I'm a goddess. What do you think I couldn't really do? Whenever I can have a lot of my power, whenever I can show off my power, I can do millions of things. I can get out of my goddamn Earth's atmosphere if I wanted to. The thing is, while I'm using my earthly body, I cannot really go outside of the Earth's boundaries. Otherwise, my whole body would melt off. So that's the thing. Mercy respectful falls. Well, that's rude. Damn, it's even smaller than a cell compared to Mercy. I am huge. I'm even smaller than the cell compared to Mercy. I can grow if I want to. The thing is, one day I just need to come out of this shell and just go back to my usual god form. One day. One day. One day. Okay. We can finally start off Skyforge. I don't think I missed out on anything, that is. Now, the question is, will Skyforge behave today? Because last time it was oddly behaving well, but now it's like behaving the way that it was behaving like before. So hopefully there's not a lot of like encoding overload again. So if I have to restart the game again, is it like gambling sands? She can grow if she wants to. She doesn't have to stay beautifully short. Hey, I'm not short. I'm just, I don't know. I was about to say petite, but petite is still short in French. I don't know. I just wanted to sound cute. All right, and game. There we go. This is still on medium quality, correct? Is it? Okay, it is still in costume. I have to be short as hell. The universe told me so. Mercy 4 foot 2 inches confirmed. I'm not actually. But how tall am I? I'm about to actually search because I used to know. Centimeters to inches. Oh, I'm about to find out. Last time I measured was this much. So oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. I'm a tiny bit short comparing to the average. So, what is the usual average size or the average height of people? What is the usual the average height of people? Of ladies, mostly. Just ladies. Please don't make me feel bad. Because, already make depends on country. Of course. But I don't know. Just think of like your country, for example. I hope that Canada doesn't have really tall women. Something tells me that probably has like really tall women. I'm gonna catch. I know some are taller than others because some Asians are like 5 foot 2 inches. Okay. My country is very tall women, almost 6 feet. Holy fuck! Well, I'm a little bit taller than some Asians, but I'm definitely not taller than some of the women that where Sans lives. So I am 5 foot 3 inches. I'm only an inch taller. Oh, I'm so short.
Steve, hydrate me.
Not the fish again. Not the hydrate again. So I'm still shorter than an average Canadian woman. Ain't that lovely? Ain't that lovely? Ugh. Well, now that I realize that I'm incredibly short, but not as short to be considered like a gnome or something, but still a little bit short. I guess you guys can still call me Shorty, I guess. I know a girl from my class, she's 1 year older than, is already 1 foot bigger. I'm sure I'm like 166 centimeters. I'm like 6 centimeters less than you. So please, while you are taller than two apples tall, you'll always be a giant in my heart, Marcy. Hey, hey, thank you. I'm only 160 centimeters. I know that because there was the time that I was actually 162, but then I took my shoes off, and then I was actually measuring myself again. I was 160. So yeah, I'm a little bit shorter than Kenna as well. Ugh. Anyway, what we have for weapons today. How's the battle contribution? Woo! Mercy wears 5-foot tall platform shoes. I kind of try to wear high heels at a certain point. The thing is, I have such bad balance that even trying to use sandals, I still just lose my balance and just almost go to one of the sides. I still use they're not even that high. They don't have like high heels or anything. They have like medium heels to sandals to go around, and I still trip. I still trip. So I can't. I even if I were to wear high heels one day, I would be tripping all the time. So what the hell are heels? Good thing that you don't have to know, Sans, because you're a man. We women have to use heels to look a little bit more feminine. So yeah, and heels are basically like something that can be that that are on shoes to basically make us taller, basically. So if you actually search on the Google like high heels, you'll be seeing like one of those like very very curved kind of shoes. I love super high heels. I would be tripping all the time if I were to ever hear one. Sorry, and I mean it. What does feminine? Feminine mean is basically feel more woman, be more like a woman, look more like a woman. Now, masculine is more like a man. I hope that makes you understand a little bit more. A friend convinced me to wear the stilettos heels on a deco shop one time to try and appear more ladylike. I tripped and landed on a bag full of balloons that thankfully broke my fall. Took a bit of refill for the balloons though. Holy fuck! Are you okay? If you're a girl, you're a girl. I know. But the thing is, there's some girls who may look a little bit more like boys, and they can be more They can be boys that can look more like girl-ish. So that's why sometimes we can say that maybe a man looks more feminine. We can say that maybe a girl looks more masculine, and that's why some people just prefer to try to be more feminine, something like that. Nothing broken, but like 10 to 15 balloons. I'm surprised that those balloons didn't even pop in the first place. I'm surprised. Also, this was 10,000 last time. It's 11,000. We're gonna get massive rates for this. Like some people have a dingling, some people don't. That is. Well, yes, but people are not showing off, okay? I'm decent late. I don't eat much. Well, if it was me, I'll be popping all of those balloons. So yeah, that would be a problem. All right, so let's see the offer today. I mean, there's only one weapon that is like decent. Only one that is like okay. The other ones that you can completely ignore if you want. Well, let's first on Cronus and Rhea, the Mark of the Past. Well, work it on it, Skyforge. This one is like the second worst, I would say. But when it comes to like all the weapons that the Paladin has, I'll probably say it's the worst of them all. Because even though it can abuse the fuck out of the verdict, it doesn't really amp up the damage that Paladin can have. You can use the ability over and over and over again if you want. And Verdict is the 3. He's the one that you can lash out a lightning thing. And basically, even though you can lash out the lightning many times, you can think that you're going to be able to do a lot of damage. However, they sometimes. So this one doesn't really reach out to those heights. So it's not exactly all that best. Of course, sometimes some people also stipulate which one is worse, Crown's Array or the demon weapon. But right now, the demon weapon isn't doing too bad because of the current node. However, almost falls down to the same height because basically it's almost like if you're gonna be abusing the node or not. Basically, either want more damage or you're gonna be doing the node all over again. This doesn't make sense. I thought that women didn't talk about height. Wait.
Steve,
You probably don't know things. Did you not, Kenna? I know you're gonna be. I know you're throwing fishes instead of water balls today, but still. I'm gonna get a pair of high heels with bows and ribbons. I love. I also love ribbons. The thing is, they don't look good on me. I can be girly as well. A friend took me out cosplaying. I cosplayed Elsa. I cosplayed Anna. Woo! She made up the outfits, of course. That's still awesome. If I were to cosplay one day, which I don't see myself ever doing it because I don't have the talent to make out outfits, I wish I could really cosplay like a character from this light. Now, of course, those two weapons that I talked about, those two fall on the same issues. Like, do you prefer to abuse the skill or do you prefer to do more damage? Because if you prefer to do more damage, then these two are exactly kind of bad. The two that I mentioned, including this one. So really don't fall for that trap. And obviously, if the ability is not strong during that evasion because of like nose and stuff like that, then it's not that useful anyway. Now this one is like the good one between the three. And honestly, Knight only has about one, only maybe like, I don't know if it actually has a very bad weapon. It doesn't really have a really bad weapon, not that I know. Because there's this weapon which is more on the offensive side, like medium offensive, which still has some tankiness into it. There's one that is more on the full tanky side. There's one that you can still heal, but it kind of loses a little bit on the defensive side. There's also one that is full offensive. You kind of lose the defensive side of it. So basically, it's up to you how you want to play your knight. This one is offensive. It's like kind of like I would say like 65% offensive, 35% defensive, but you still can survive pretty well with this one. And also, the offensive aspect of this one is more AoE-ish. So you can still do pretty well with this one. And I honestly just enjoy this weapon overall, but the thing is, I don't have it at like a high gen myself, so I end up using another one entirely. But it's still a very good one. It does have like a strong competition over easier, I believe. So it really is up to you. Either you want more that can deal just a tiny bit more damage, but still can defend as well, or you want that is full on tank. It really is up to you. Well, my friends could make you a disc boom outfit for cosplay, which she probably has a stuff. Like she's a professional. I don't want to cosplay as Disc Boom. I really want to play as one of the playable characters of this light. One has been like grabbing my attention most of the time would be Yuhime. The thing is, trying to cosplay Yuhime for me would be awful, first and foremost, because of my my weight and stuff like that, and because of the shoes. I would never be able to walk on those shoes.
Close double angle bracket 9 euro degree hard degree tilde euro tilde approximately 82 to the power of 2 1/4 3/5 to the power of 8.
How the fuck did the text-to-speech was able to actually say all of that? That's amazing. I don't think he even skipped a symbol. Also, what is that supposed to mean? Now, this one is like the worst Revenant weapon. Like, all the three, this is the worst of the worst. Because, basically what this one does is that if you use the Gloom Shadow, which is the C, and Dehydration, which is the 1, basically it does leave some shadow spikes on the ground. Once you use the right click, I'm not sure if it's like the proct right click, or if it's a hold right click, or I'm gonna be assuming it's gonna be a hold right click. It detonates those shadow spikes and inflicts a certain amount of damage. However, the damage is very, very poor. So comparing to the other Revenant weapons, this doesn't even get to the top. It's always going to be very, very bottom. It's going to set that at 5-9 weapons all the way to the bottom, but it's the case. This is the worst of the worst on these three. Zen's doing advanced algebra over here. I'm scared. I'm ascending to the higher forms of living. I'm scared. I didn't think we are gonna get a god of mathematics here. Does a new attack for genocide? Meta attack. Oh boy. So the first you probably should get is Staff of Python. Even though these ones here, all the three, you shouldn't really prioritize either of these. Probably should just skip for the next one. Because I believe in about 13 hours, the next items will come around. And maybe perhaps they'll be better. But this one, of all the three, this is probably one of the best. And for all the weapons that Knight has, this is actually kind of good, I would say. This one is the second, but I probably wouldn't recommend to get it either way. Because it's just like, you're probably not going to be using it too much, because mostly when it comes to Paladin, we either use one weapon to survivability, which would be Lamented Sorrow, or it would be something to do more damage, would be Mouse. And this one is just straight up bad. No. It just does not do the damage that it requires to, it basically, if it demands a certain amount of damage, this weapon does not do it. That's the sad thing. Okay, that was all the weapons. Okay, do I still have time? Pretty much. Okay, so there was no, it definitely been a nicotine overload so far, so it's been behaving. Now, now I need to, oh yeah, I still need to check on the directives today. How bad they are. Why start off with Terror Rift again? Why? I mean, this one's not bad. This one is quick. This one is the easiest of the three. At least it's not flagship. But why Terror Rift again? It's always like, I don't know how to say this, but 70% of the times that I do these goddamn challenges, it's Terror Rift has the squad like 70% of the times. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. Now, let's hop on the wheel here and also here. There we go. On both sides. Now, Mitsuru was saying Cryomancer. Sans is saying Archer. Okay, it cannot be Monk or Knight. We got Monk last time, and we got Knight before that. So it can either be any of those besides those two, and we have bets for Cryomancer or Archer. What I meant to say was 70% of the time you do these to get a flat, get better tires. Get better tires. Fine. Oh, I hit that. So let's spin the wheel and see what we get. It works. But it's gonna be in a weird way. Alchemist. Well, it seems to always be sometimes the same ones, I would say. So, Knight is out. And next up is Alchemist. Were you? Yeah, you were pretty close, actually. Yeah. You're like 2 away again. I mean, there was a time you were like guessing again and again. But now, you didn't guess it again. Okay, so Alchemist it is. Wheel out and wheel out. There we go. So Alchemist it is. This is gonna be an odd one. Really odd one. Okay, first and foremost, set it up to go full on offense with Overload module. This is gonna be a beaut to do. I'll show you why. The reason why Alchemist is really awesome to do sometimes as a DPS, it's because of the Overload module. You're not gonna be able to do much for the longest time because the Overload module is gonna be doing it for you. Wow, my voice suddenly just went away. Holy fuck. See, I'm supposed to be a support, by the way. Potato Mancer. They control all things potato and potato related. That would be interesting. However, I have looked some things, like I've seen some leaks before. And I've heard that they were trying to release a pirate class at some point, but didn't really go into it. And I'm not sure where the pirate class would fit into, but perhaps like a hybrid? Either a hybrid or maybe it's just like a range class. Yeah, that would be cool. And funny enough, there was like someone always in my Pantheon was saying that they wanted the pirate class, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I hear leaks of that? Yeah, because he does have the cutlass. He does have that that short range weapon, and then he also has the Buccaneer, I believe. Is it Buccaneer? No, I'm not sure. My English is gonna be messing up with me today. But he is using both things, so I wonder if they were gonna be making like a second category of classes that has both things. But I mean, the latest class they had was the Bounty Hunter, which is range as well. And I would say that that one was a complete flop, by the way. I will always be complaining how bad the Bounty Hunter was. But I would be interested to see a pirate class. Okay. How much damage will I be able to do with you? Oh, I didn't even hit the bastard! Oh.
3. Zeta. 1/2 plus it. Closing parenthesis. I am. Zeta. 1/2 plus it. Closing parenthesis. Is equal tox 3 plus y3 plus c3 equals k. And k resembles the 11th letter of the alphabet, and if you add 9 to 11 it's 20, and 20 is the letter S in the alphabet, and S stands for sans. So all that math equals sans.
Map is so confusing. Why? Bleh. Bleh. Okay. I mean, privateers during the pirate days were known for using all kinds of weapons, though, from cutlasses and knives to boarding axes, even flintlock and wheel-lock rifles. Interesting. I don't want Sans to become the math god. Holy shit. You overloaded the scatterbrain goddess. I thought I was already overloaded. We overloaded beyond my overloading capacities. Holy man. And I completely forgot I have other types of things that I can do. I can do this. Oh, I forgot my... Ow. Ugh. I forgot my tongue. Where's my tongue? I forgot my tongue. I removed my tongue for to do something. I can do this. I can do this. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it rebooted me. It definitely made me feel a bit more confused about what I was trying to do. To be honest, I love math, so it makes sense. Oh, let me tell you a story. It's not gonna be about math, but it's gonna be something quite similar. I had a friend, and I thought he was gonna be a friend of mine, but let's just say he was not a good friend because I think this was around like 6th grade. I'm not sure, 5th or 6th grade, I would say. We met when I was trying to learn how to play chess because I was trying to impress my crush. This is gonna be a story for another day. And basically we met while I was playing chess. I was trying to learn to play chess, and basically we just started playing with chess with each other, and we just started to like hang out after during recess. And he was obsessed with history, and also he was a Swiftie. He was like obsessed with Taylor Swift as well, and that was an odd combination, honestly. The thing is, the reason why I started to like not like him after a while is because he was also an incredible liar. Not only was he also lied a lot, he was also being a copycat. He was also copying the things that I was always doing. Like he was trying to surprise me, or trying to copy things because I just was better than him of some sort. And basically he at some point was just trying to copy the things that I was doing because, for example, I was trying to like spin around like a pole or something, just trying to do something really cool. And then he did the same thing and he kicked me in the face while he was spinning around the pool. He kicked me in the face doing that while doing that. Did he used to make up historical facts? No, he was just incredibly accurate with things. He was incredibly obsessed with history and stuff. The thing is, the reason why he was also a liar is because back then I was really into K-pop. And I'm not sure if I ever said that was... Oh shit, overload. I need to kill him quickly. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So, I was already getting lost. Holy fuck. But, basically, I was, like, really into, K-pop back then. And, he used to say, like, oh, I remember that singer. I think he sang with Taylor Swift one day. And I was like, oh, please show me. And then he never showed me. And he kept still kept making, like, certain lies like that. And I was just like, I gave up. Luckily, around the 7th grade, I finally got myself a best friend, and I never had to deal with him again. I was so glad. I was so glad. Well, that guy has the biggest crush on Taylor Swift. I don't know if he still has one. But something tells me he probably still does. Whew. Okay, the fan is still on. I don't know why suddenly felt like it wasn't working. Okay, you better behave now. Otherwise, I'm gonna put you in borderless window mode. Hopefully that will work. Ding, ding. Okay, see? I'm just doing basic attacks, and the overload emoji is doing most of the things. My sister says no. Aww. Does that mean he grew up? I hope he grew up. The thing is, I hope people do grow up and become more mature and just become better people, honestly. Alright. And maybe he did become a better person. Put your laptop every time I'll show that PC is boss. I mean, I did give him a huge break. He should be behaving. I bet you that Taylor is not crying in the corner. I mean, I also grew out of loving K-pop also, so we're always gonna be loving our favorite artists till death, so... I mean, it's funny because if I think about it, the very first music that I really started to really like was first Vocaloid. Then I went to K-pop. Then I just stopped watching like a typical anything that was consistent. I would just be watching like dubstep or anything that would be like viral or anything like that. Anything that could just grab my attention. And then I went back to Vocaloid again. It's all going back in the loop. There she is. Oh yeah, I do also like death metal. I kind of do prefer more power metal because Hossock did like show me a few and I started to actually like it. Okay, this one is done. It also is giving me these things for the 9 event, even though I'm a little bit late for that. How's the operation? I probably should not be messing with people from my opinion. Funny enough, now that you mention actually death metal or anything like that, or metal in general, I remember that I'm still listening to that one baby metal song, which is Megitsune. I'm still listening to that one specifically. No any other one. I'm just listening to Megasnet specifically. And that music is already like 11 years old. They were still kids back then. Yep. Oh, you're still alive. Hello. Not for long, bitch. Ah. Do-do-do. Boink. There we go. If only I could transform these vipers into shish kebab. You're a little late for the swear count. I think I already sweared a lot before that. Imagine if I were to make a swear jar, and at the end of every stream, depending on how many times I've swore, I would have to donate the amount of the times that I swore to somewhere. The thing is, I don't know where to swear though, where to donate. That is the oldest joke in the book already. Actually, no. The oldest joke in the book, I'm not even sure if it's in the book, but I actually do. I've heard the oldest joke so far. Apparently, is something like in the oldest of times, or like in all the time, the existence of time, woman never farted on the men's lap. Something like that. That is like the oldest joke in the universe, apparently. Apparently, people still have a kind of a decent sense of humor. We never really evolved in sense of humor, honestly. All right. Hey. Hello? Whoa, that was weird. That was weird. Okay, I did have another encoding overload, but I'm not even sure if it was a normal encoding overload like I had last time. Because what just happened is that I had like a light flicker in my room. I had like a really quick light flicker that I just like very quickly lost power or something. Like did I lose power like very quickly or something? Jesus, that was a little bit scary. Three men walked into a bar. You would figure it out. The third guy would have seen it after the first two walked into the bar. It wasn't jaw frames. It was an encoding overload. Because if I notice it, it is an encoding overload. If I don't notice it, it's jaw frames. Unless it's a dislike stream, then I'll notice both. But the thing is, encoding overloads don't usually happen in this live stream. And also, I did not fart in a hostile slap. I was saying a joke. That was the oldest joke of the universe. Someone hit a power transformer with a firework. I hope not. God, I hope not. Because otherwise, things are gonna go south from now on. And I still hear fireworks. Oh, that's scary. Hopefully I don't have another issue with lights again. If I get another encoding overload, I'm gonna put you in a freaking borderless window mode. Okay. Hopping on to lending a hand. I need to check in the operation as well. Sounds ease it up with the math. You'll probably have school tomorrow. Not even sure if you're actually on vacation. Anyway. Oh, sorry, Emily. Whoop whoop. Hello. I have arrived. I have the poison in my veins. Actually, I don't have it in my veins. I have it in my whatever tentacles. Those are on my back. Thank you, Argus. We used to live in one city that we had drunks that would go into the field back out where our building was. They would shoot fireworks at the building and nearly landed in one of our balcony. Holy fuck. I'm not sure if calling the police would work because if the drunks would find out, they would be running. I don't know where, but they would be running. Hopefully they didn't get hurt though. I mean, do you want to get a brain overload, Sans? I'm just worried about you. I mean, it already almost gave me a brain fart here. Actually, it feels kind of funny to play with Alchemist here. Just clear everything out with the overload. What is still following me? There you go. Oh, it was the crickets. A long ass death animation. What is it, Canna? You're feeling, I feel like Canna's feeling way too lonely today. Or at least during this week, Canna's feeling way too lonely. You need a lover. You really need a lover. You're feeling a little lonely. Also, as you can see, I'm in a dungeon myself. There we go, supplies. Supplies. Okay, there we go. I see those drop frames. You better behave. Kenna, I'll be doing the nightmares after with Hotslock, hopefully, because he'll be mad at me if I don't deal with him. I don't get overloaded that easily. It's probably that my brain advanced at a higher average speed than most people that it's not that bad anymore. Well, I guess the kids are growing to such a fast pace that it's starting to get a little scary. And there's another encoding overload. I'm also about to test out something. Oh, it's so bad that it's... there we go. There we go. It doesn't get any better. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try something too. How useful is the keyboard and mouse thing? I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, it's the encoding overload hitting up on me again. I'm gonna remove these things for a little bit for now. I'm gonna do like actually I'm gonna keep the gradient on this one, but I'm happy as I am right now. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna remove these because I remember last time I removed them and the stream was doing very well for some reason. So let me see if these ones are actually the ones to blame. Otherwise, I'm starting to think maybe the problem might be NVIDIA. You didn't see the keyboard and mouse thing? I removed those. Wait. Oh, I didn't collect all the invasion plans. Okay then. I just need to move around more. What did I miss? Maybe I just need to go more to the right here. I didn't even notice. I was just having those for when people wanted to learn more about Skyforge, that I could have those just for like showcase. But apparently, I don't feel like anybody actually says like, "Oh, that's so useful, thank you." No. There we go. Now that's done. Let's see how long this will do. There you go. Now next up is I'm solo. I think I should be just fine on this operation. Actually, no, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it because I want to do it later. Next up is Operation Isabel. This should be an easy one. Yeah. I'm not sure if the Russian server is already on the next invasion. They had like an invasion. They had this invasion extended for like a week. They didn't say that like a week already. I need to check on the Russian side of the Skyforge Discord again. And I want to know if they already released something related to like the next invasion, which I hope is mechanoids. Really don't want to believe it could be like Reapers or something. I would probably do some crime if it was gonna be Reapers. There we go. Whoop. Nah, don't worry about it. I just need to hit this one little slime ball right up his head. Will it do it? Will it do it? Will it do it? Almost. Almost. I didn't even use the stem or anything. Oop. I'm actually gonna use this so I can actually try and one-shot it. There we go. Hello. You better one-shot the last boss. I will try. I will try. That is the idea. I will use God Zombie, I will use Stimulants, I will use the E, and there's another incredible. So, whoa, you're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me. I saw that. I saw that, you bitch. So it's still causing coating of bullets despite. Oh man, it's still causing coating of bullets being fixed. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to open you? Am I supposed to open this goddamn NVIDIA app again?
My internet speed is equal to P. So if N equals Q1 plus QC equals Q6 the NQ1. QC does not equal 0 mod P is the same as gamma C, P, N, which is ALSOC is greater than or equal to 3 so it's now at 173 megabits per seconds.
Help. Thank you. So much bullying. Okay, let's try to play this through the NVIDIA application. Come on. Oh, not here. No, not through my game launcher. No. Stop it. No, not through here. Through maybe here? How about here? No. This sounds like a bunch of my game stuff. I don't want to be repairing it, though. It was so good back then. Well, I'll repair it, I guess. Okay, he already repaired. That was quick. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but still. If I have to put it on window mode, even, it's gonna suck. Hello, ugly Mechavan. Please, just go a few minutes. Just go like an hour without any encoding overload would be amazing. Okay, hopefully we'll be all good. This only happens when I'm streaming Skyforge. Only this game has this issue. It's only Skyforge that has this
Pringle
issue.
Dust strikes tree again. This was foretold by the ancient prophets. Will not give up the fight. Stay strong, string.
Thank you. I will try my best. But I gotta have to find the source of it. Because there was a time that I just found a way and it worked for a while. But then I just like did something and it just didn't work again. No, you don't. Bye-bye. Okay, can I at least complete this without having another encoding overload? Can I at least get to the end without having another encoding overload? That would be amazing. Yoink. Bye-bye. There we go. Can we do this without a coding overload? It may rely on it. Yay! I mean, I'll be happy if I can at least do this without an encoding overload issue. I really need to find a way to fix it. Let's see what will be. Okay, let's see. Scans. I think stems don't even apply to me anyway. Holy shit, it does. Let's go. Okay, I'll still need the God's Army, though. That last one will be a little more hefty. This weapon is really, really good. Whoever created this one weapon for the alchemist, he really deserves a raise. Yep. Can I actually do damage to them by using this? Nope. I don't even know what this does. Clear 9 event. How about no? I only just want to get the premium. Thank you very much. I know this time, and there's another encoding overload. Fuck you. We just closed the game. I think the 8-ball is a liar. There we go. How about I try this? Let me try to play this on the windowed mode. No, not here. I'm trying to click on the freaking... Oh, it's because it's locked. Of course. No wonder. There we go. Kind of like this. Okay, now going back to this. It's gonna look so weird. Does sardines make you poop instead of peeing? I mean, it's food. I don't know. Are you using integrated graphics? I don't have a choice. The Skyforge does not pick up on my NVIDIA graphics. I'm telling you, it does not pick up on my NVIDIA graphics. It does not. It's just for some reason it doesn't.
hydrate me.
God damn it! For some reason, Skyforge doesn't really pick up on my other graphics, my NVIDIA graphics. I think I might be having this issue because of that. Yeah, it doesn't want to pick up on my my other graphics. The only way that it picks up if I disable these graphics, but then it just runs really awfully. I was able to work a way around, but the thing is, the other games start to run really awfully if I don't have the one that is being seen by the game working. So let's see. Let me just approach you. Yes! Awesome! Okay. I was able to stream it. I think it went okay. Yeah, I think yours is good, but the thing is I have two. I have two drivers. I have two graphic cards. And since it's dual graphic cards, for some reason they're kind of like integrated. And for some reason Skyforge does not pick up on the one that is like working the best, which is the Nvidia one, and picks up on the one that's just like show off, like a more of a show off. So it does off. It's just so bad. It's just so bad for some reason. Okay, at least everything is done here. I'm still playing this in windowed. I'm not sure if it's going to run better, but let's see about that. Thank you for the blanket. Okay, so... stop it. Diana, you're wasting all your goddamn argents off. Ugh, I'm seriously being bullied on goddamn St. John's Day. It's not even the goddamn squishy bunks or anything like that.
Huh?
It's been just bullying through and through. Okay, let's do some more treasure farming. Are the fireworks stopped? Have the fireworks stopped, hopefully? I don't think it has. Okay, so I can now shift to my Revenant. Is there many here? I can only see two. Oh, actually, there's a third one over there. It's actually it's not the closest, but it gets pretty close. Okay, why the spam? Not enough space? And I'm still getting another encoding overload, even with even in window mode, so it's just the game being all weird, apparently. Game just stop you today. Nope, not either. Hmm. Well, I'll figure out what it could be. Well, I just disabled the NVIDIA graphics settings as well as Steam. So I'm not sure if one of those things that are running in the background is just causing way too much, they're pushing way too much. But I still think it could be like the game itself. Maybe I'll try in the next stream to play with the actual NVIDIA graphics cards. I just have to remember to do that. The thing is, it's probably gonna look all weird and probably causing even more encoding overload. God knows. And if it does work on the well on this one without any encoding overloads, maybe I'll just have to set it off well, pretty much in the same way for the other games as well. Which is gonna suck because they run like shit without the other graphic. Where are you? There you go. Oh, there you are. There we go. All right. That's only 3, though, so we need more. Also, the settings of the game don't really matter because I tried putting them lower sometime, and it still was awful. So there's really no fixing other than maybe shifting something with the graphics of outside the game. Hey, ooh, you guys are far. Now see the I don't have Oreos. I'm also on a diet, so please stop asking for sweet stuff. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm for real. Okay, you should be pretty close now. You know, it should be like maybe like 1 or 2 teleporters on the front, I would assume. I'm just waiting for the Vic and that I can just allocate myself for some sweet. The thing is, I need to really... And there's more encoding overload. I think it's happening more often now. It's getting worse and worse. Oh boy. I'm just gonna take down the stream off now. What else I can do to take it down? I swear this isn't going over. It is! Imagine for me, which I still don't know what it could be causing. Like 100%. I don't know what it could be causing. Last time it was working well for the most part. I just had to restart the stream. Oh boy. Okay, at least let me try to get the treasure hunt first. No, it's not that, Sans. I know it's not bad. It's just because I just don't know what it could be causing it. But I'm gonna be trying something, and there's a good chance it might crash the stream. But the thing is, I'm really willing to do this if it is going to have a chance to make Skyforge operation operable again during the stream. At least I don't have to do much, and the next thing I just have to wait for is just the night raids at the very least. So at least content-wise, I've done most of the things. I think I still have more treasure. I think, was that all 6? That was 3 there? Yeah, I think I've done all of them. Okay, go back to the capital. I hope it doesn't really crash the stream, though. I'm incredibly worried it could crash the stream. Okay, so let's leave the game here for now. And I'm not gonna close the launcher. Not now. And I'm about to do something incredibly stupid, but if it is for how... Hopefully, if it does turn out to be, hopefully, the best... Huh. Are you the... Now I just noticed that there's a notification that's telling me that there's an update on the AMD software. Is that why it's doing so bad? But then it started happening really soon before I could even stream, so I didn't have a chance to even update it. Maybe start speaking Portuguese to sit at the stream? I mean, if you want me. Ok, vamos tentar resolver essa situação. Porque realmente eu não faço a mínima o que vai acontecer. It's so weird for me to actually speaking Portuguese in these streams. I'm so used to speaking in English. What am I supposed to do? Ok, tenho que fazer aqui nas placas gráficas. Tenho que desativar esta aqui, né? E manter esta aqui. Apesar que não dê mal. Desativar. Oh, figured. Oh, I figured it was going to be a big ass encoding overload. Oh, please come back to life. Please come back to life. Oh, please come back to life, me. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to come back. Oh yeah, yes, it's worse. What's going on too? Yeah, I just deactivated the thing and it just did worse. Oh yeah, that's not it. So gonna have to deactivate it again. Oh boy. Bring me back to life, please. Because oh, the software actually crashed. The software where my character is, it's completely not working. It says not responding. Yep, that was a bad idea. I'm also gonna be assuming that the vertical overlay was also not working. Yep. Não, Hots, eu é que estava assim a tentar ver se o Skyforge voltava a funcionar e desativei uma das placas gráficas, não a da NVIDIA, a outra, e fodeu tudo, basicamente. Okay, I'm gonna have to close off again. Where's my character? Yep, she is gone. She is a gunner. Okay, need to bring back this as well. I will try to also maybe update the or it's time for them. Got to think of more questions in this stream. Have a nice stream and see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Oh, it's not a good time that you showed up, Bolsonaro, because we're actually just trying to fix something, and well, I'm not having much success. But basically, what we were playing is basically it's like a MMORPG where you can become a god, you can play many classes that you want without having to basically do whatever you want. You just showed up at the worst time. I tell you that. I'll try to hop onto the game as soon as I can. But I'm trying to restart a few things. I'm also gonna